right today. Hey YouTube, shout out to all of the replay viewers. So I have Big O. What's up, Big O? I'm good. How are you? Now I need y'all to have mercy on me on Big O. This is my second day going live. I have to learn Big O. So y'all gonna have to extend grace. And I don't know why when I get on Big O, I just be looking dusty. My camera just likes to look dusty on Big O. Let's go ahead and jump right in it because you know how my brain works. Okay, today we're talking about triggers. Triggers. We're talking about triggers and how you can heal your triggers. Sorry, YouTube. Okay, I look a little less dusty. Good afternoon, Sharon. All right, so we're talking about how to heal triggers today without cutting everybody off. You're going to see me in my notes, okay? Most people think that the only way to protect their peace is to cut everybody off. This is not the way, okay? You have to understand isolation is not healing. Avoidance is not healing. Hi, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello. That is not healing, okay? So real healing is going to teach you how to live free without burning every single bridge. All right. So for those of you that are just getting in, those of you that do not know me, my name is, how do I reject this? I don't even know what that is. My name is Renisha. Sorry, y'all. My name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach for high performing women who are dealing with hidden wounds that others cannot see. What does it mean if people keep sending you messages? I don't know what that means. Okay. I'm an inner healing coach for high performing women who are dealing with wounds others can't see. You look like you have it all together on the outside, but in the inside, you are battling internally. Okay, today we're talking about, let me pull my, God bless you too, Sharon. Let me pull TikTok back up or put it to the side or something so I can see the comments because I have my notes covering the TikTok comments. Hold on. Today we're talking about how to heal triggers without cutting everybody off. If you have to cut everybody off in your circle every year, honey, you're the problem. It's not them, it's you. Every year, you should not have to cut people off. Every year, you should not have to cut your whole circle off. Every New Year's Eve, you got to come up with a post because now you need a whole group of people. You are the problem. I'm trying, y'all. I lost the TikTok window, the TikTok chat window. I can't find it. Okay, we're gonna just do this. If you know someone that needs this, share it with them. I don't know how it works on Big O, but if you can share it. All right. So let's talk about what triggers really are. Because sometimes we just throw around these words and we don't know what we're talking about for real. Let's talk about what triggers really are. So the definition, just a plain definition for triggers. A trigger is an intense emotional reaction that feels bigger than the moment. It is not random. It's usually connected to an old wound that has not fully healed. And I'm going to share an example later on about something that happened to me today. And I'm going to take you through steps on how you can heal your triggers. And I'm going to show you how I did this today while sitting at a drive-thru. So you have no excuse. Okay. So I know a lot of people are like, you triggered me, they triggered me, they're a trigger for me. And I get it. I'm glad that we're becoming more self-aware. I say the same thing, but just remember this. TikTok, where are you? There you are. Just remember this. The trigger is not the person that's in front of you. If you're on YouTube, can you please just hit the like button? The trigger is not the person in front of you. The trigger is the pain that's being pressed on the inside of you. It's that internal wound. So although we say that person is a trigger for me, it's normally the internal wound, okay? Now please know that you should not be giving people access for you. Today I'm talking about how to heal triggers without cutting everybody off. You should not be giving people access to you that try to provoke you. If it's just people that they're purposely trying to provoke you. They want you to crash out. They want you to snap. It is okay to cut them off. They shouldn't have access to you anyway. Because you're really trying to you want me to get a mug shot. Okay? People like that you don't need in your circle. So let me give you some examples of what a trigger is. If your mother is constantly dismissing your feelings, that can be a trigger for you. And you all know I talk about mothers, cameras. I talk about mothers and toxic mothers and stuff like that a lot because I did a whole class on that. So some of you, it may be your dad, it may not be your mother. Okay, whoever it is, if they're constantly dismissing your feelings, that can be a trigger. Your boss not responding to an email could be a trigger because now you feel like you're being ignored. And now you're starting to relive all of these years where you were just unheard. Okay. So the person in front of you, they are the ones that's activating this wound, even though they didn't create it. Now it's possible that they did create it and you're still giving them access, but a lot of times we're triggered by people who didn't even create the wound. I have people who tell me, camera is in center, but you are seeing. No, so I'm on 3 different platforms. So if you see me doing this, it's because I'm literally on 3 different platforms at one time. It looks like it's straight in my face for me. Y'all know these comments, the way my brain works, it will throw me off. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I have people who tell me all the time about how my content triggers them. Okay? People I don't even know. They'll tell me my content triggers them, and I'm like, well, I may trigger you, but I can help you heal. Okay? So triggers don't expose who they are. These triggers are just exposing what you still carry. Quick reset for those that are just coming in. For those that are just coming in, my name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing and breakthrough coach. Okay. I'm a coach for high performing women who are dealing with hidden wounds that nobody can see. So on the outside, you look good, like you have it all together, baby. You look super polished, cause period. But on the inside, you are crumbling. If you know that is you, I am your coach. Okay. Today I'm teaching on what triggers are, how you can heal from them without cutting off everybody. Jason, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I've been on live almost 8 minutes. People know I'm on multiple platforms at this point. I don't know what you're talking about. You came in late. Okay. So let's talk about the cost of cutting everybody off. Those of you that just want to cut everybody off, you want to clear everybody out your circle. Let's talk about that. First of all, this only provides short term relief, but you're still going to be dealing with the long term pain. Hi, Sean. You're still going to be you're talking about short-term relief, but you're still going to be dealing with long-term pain, okay? So walking away from everyone, it might feel like peace at first, but over time, your isolation is going to become a prison. Okay, Jason, I apologize. Your isolation is going to become a prison. Okay? It may be cute at first. You're on social media. I've told you before. I've seen people on social media. I don't have no friends, and you don't need no friends. Look at all this money I have. Look at how successful my business is. Blah blah blah. Whenever I see people making posts like that, I'm like, oh, you hurt. Who hurt you? You need to sign up for my program because you're the problem. If you don't have any friends, you're the problem. I said what I said, and I won't take it back. All right. So also, burned bridges equal lost opportunities. When you're burning all these bridges, you are going to miss out on opportunities. Friendships, business partners, and even ministry assignments often die when we don't know how to manage our triggers. Sometimes the very person you cut off is the one that was tied to your destiny. But because you don't know how to manage your trigger, hold on, y'all. Because these trolls, how do I do this? Block. Because you don't know how to manage your triggers. Now you're cutting people off that God really sent to help you get to your next level. Do you understand? Great. There are also spiritual consequences to just going out here cutting everybody off. I think I'm getting gifts on Bigo. Thank you again. This is my second day going live on Bigo. I don't know how to work this, y'all, but it says people are sending the stuff, so thank you. Okay, spiritual consequences. If you keep cutting people off, eventually you're going to cut off the very people God sent to help you heal. So you don't want to do that. And then there's an emotional cost. The isolation. This is going to, the isolation is going to deepen your mistrust and it can even harden your heart. So you're out here trying to do life alone. You're cutting everybody off. You're doing all of the things, okay? And now you don't know who to trust. You're trusting the wrong people. You're trusting nobody, and your heart is getting hard. Jason, this isn't necessarily a religious discussion. I'm talking about how to heal triggers. So I'm an inner healing coach. I am faith-based, but you do not have to be a Christian in order to learn and use the principles. Now I'm going to teach how I teach. So you may hear me mention God, but this isn't considered a religious discussion, what I'm doing today. Okay? So I need you to know boundaries heal, isolation hardens. Boundaries heal, isolation hardens. Boundaries heal, isolation hardens. Let me do a quick reset again. My name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach for high performing women who are dealing with hidden wounds that nobody can see. If you've ever gone into isolation because of your triggers, you can type enough in the chat. Type the word enough, 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 enough in the chat because we're going to break the cycle today. I lost my chat box for TikTok. So if y'all talking to me on TikTok, baby, the way I can't see it, okay. I'm going to give you some steps that you can use to heal your triggers. I'm going to give you 5 steps for those of you that are taking notes. What's up, Valencia? For those of you that are taking notes, or for those of you that are at work and you're going to go back and catch the replay and take notes, the replays are always on my YouTube channel unless I take it down. So these are 5 steps to heal triggers. Let me share this first. Let me tell you what happened to me today. So this morning, my mentor sent me a message like, hey, I want you to try this. And then she made a comment. So the comment she made after that it triggered me, right? And mind you, my mentor, she don't play games, but she's super sweet. So my response was, oh my God, do you think my content is blocked, X, Y, and Z? She was like, no, I want you to try different methods to see what works best on this platform, right? But when I first read her comment, first of all, before I even responded to her, I was like, Renisha, this is not what she's saying. Why does this trigger you? Mind you, I was sitting in the drive-through line, okay? I was like, why is this triggering you? You know it's not like that. Like, this is not what she's saying. But I still sent the message saying, hey, so do you think my content is blah, blah, blah? And she was like, no, Renisha, I just want you to, yeah, Jesus is Lord, amen. I just want you to try it this week, okay? So the reason why it triggered me is because those of you that have been following me, you know I've always been verbally abused since I was a child by my mother. Because of that, I've dealt with rejection, right? And I used to be really, 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 really hard on myself. Now I've gotten a whole lot better, but I tell you all, you have to give yourself grace. When you're talking about deliverance and inner healing, it is a process. So I was ready to beat myself up. Notice how I automatically put the blame on me. So when she sent me to the message, she was just wanting me to try a different method, but I took it as, Renisha, you're not doing it right. Renisha, it's not good enough. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Before I give you these 5 steps, I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. So I literally, in the drive-through line, I was able to process just what I'm about to give you. Okay. If you're on YouTube, can you please hit the like button, share it out? It pushes the algorithm, it pushes the video and the algorithm. I'm just saying. Okay. So step one, we're talking about how to heal your triggers. Step one is awareness. You have to pause and ask yourself, what wound is this hitting? Pause and ask yourself, what wound is this hitting? Don't just rush past the trigger. You have to name it. Y'all know I talk all the time about finding the root cause of the problem. So that's step one, awareness. Step two, on how to heal your triggers. You have to separate your past from the present. Remember how I was in the drive-through line and I was like, she's not saying that. This is not your mother. You don't need to beat yourself up, right? You're going to have to remind yourself, this isn't my mother. This is my coworker. That wound may be old, but this situation is new. So you're going to have to learn how to separate the past from the present. Step three, how to heal your triggers. You have to learn to regulate before reacting. When I first read her message, my mentor's message, I could feel my heart rate increasing. Your trigger healing is for women. No, this is for everybody. So my target audience is women. Most of my followers are women, so that's why I address women. But the only product I have that's just for women is my online mentorship, my online community. Every other product I have is men and women could use it. I just say women because that's my biggest following. The topic today, I thought it showed you all before you came in. The topic is how to heal triggers without cutting everybody off. So when I received her message, I could feel my heart rate trying to increase, and I'm like, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Right? But you have to learn how to regulate before reacting. So you need to learn how to breathe deeply, do some deep breathing. If you need to journal, journal. Do I know Jesus? Go look at my go to my profile page and go through my videos, and that'll answer your question. Journal. You can pray, even walking away and going to another room. Whatever calms your spirit, okay? When your soul is screaming, you have to learn how to calm yourself down instead of crashing out. For those that want some more up to date language, before you crash out, before you spaz out, learn how to calm yourself down. Step number four on how to heal triggers, replace the lie. Okay? So you need to shift from I'm being ignored. They're just ignoring me to I'm valuable even if I'm unseen. Okay? So I know my worth, even if these trolls that get on here trying to distract me, even if they don't know it, even if the pastor, the preacher, the celebrity, even if they don't know your value, you need to know I'm still valuable, even if they can't see it. Your opinion regarding me is none of my business, okay? So healing is rewriting your identity in truth and forgetting the lie. Big O, can y'all at least tap the screen? It says 66 people in the room. Can y'all just tap, please? Step five, how to heal your triggers. You have to have safe conversations. Okay? So you need to be able to process whether it's with a coach, a mentor, a trusted friend. It doesn't matter. You need to get help from someone who can see you clearly without judgment. Can you please prophecy? First of all, you spelled prophesy wrong, and this isn't a live about prophecy. This is a live about healing your triggers. Now, if you are not a person who deals with getting triggered a lot, this live might not be for you. But if you're on this live asking me to prophesy to you, when you clearly see what the title is, I told you what the title is, you're still asking for prophecy. There is some healing that you need. I could help you. You can send me a DM, but not for me to prophesy to you. I'm going to send you one of my programs that you need to sign up for. Okay, where was I? Safe conversations. Yes. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow on Big O. Okay. So healing triggers doesn't mean you stop feeling. It means you stop bleeding on people who didn't cut you. Yeah, I remember how I was talking yesterday about how there are people who there are people around you who you are draining, your family members, your friends, you are absolutely draining them, right? And they don't even want to tell you that, hey, you need to heal because they know that you're going to snap on them. They know if they really tell you about yourself, even if in a loving way, you're going to lose it. So they just keep their mouth shut and they talk about you behind your back because you are not self aware. Do you understand? Melissa, are you a moderator? Can you can you mute that person, Anonymous Leaks? If you're I don't know if you're a moderator or not. Okay, so let me reset the room again really quick. I apologize for allowing these comments to distract me today. If you're just joining, my name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach, okay? I coach high performing women who are dealing with hidden wounds nobody can see. All right. Yes, men learn from me too. Yes, my male audience is growing, but my target audience, women. If you're a man that's dealt with things like mother wounds, religious abuse, rejection, and stuff like that, I have classes that you can sign up for. The only thing that the men are not allowed to sign up for is Daddy's Daughter Society. That's my online community. I think the problem with some people is that they try to justify their wrong. I agree. I don't know how to say your name. Just I agree. I agree. There are a lot of people who need to heal and they're a hot mess, but they want to justify why they act the way they do. They want to justify why they're always crashing out, why they're always snapping on people, and they don't want to take accountability. I agree, Hobbs. I agree. So today I'm teaching on how to heal your triggers without cutting everybody off. All right, hit the share button if you haven't. If you're on YouTube, I ask that you just hit the like button. TikTok, just tap my face. And Big O, I'm new to Big O, but I heard somebody last night saying tap the screen, so tap the screen. Let's talk about how to set boundaries without isolation. Okay? You have to know that boundaries are for you. It's not just against them. You are not setting boundaries because you're trying to punish people. Screw them. Okay? The boundaries are for you. Like your family can blindly justify talking behind your back by just saying because he says anything back at all when they try to tell you something about them. Baby, that was a long message. I don't really understand, but okay, I can understand. Yeah. Okay, boundaries are for you. Okay, you're not setting boundaries because you're trying to punish somebody. So boundaries protect your peace. They protect your peace. They protect your process. Boundaries are not punishment. Okay, they're clarity. You need to set boundaries. You need to set boundaries. Okay, so an example of setting a boundary without cutting the person off altogether. Remember, I talked at the beginning of the live about how it's okay if you need to cut somebody off, if you need to cut someone off altogether. I'm all about blocking people, going no contact, but you shouldn't have to cut everybody off. All right. So one thing you can do is say, okay, I need space to process this. Instead of cutting them off forever, you may go no contact for a little while. It may be a few weeks, a few months, whatever. But it means that you're choosing to respond from a place of healing and not hurt. For example, me, I don't like to get upset. When I get upset, I don't like to get upset. Okay? I'm going to just leave it at that. So, what I do is I'll tell someone, listen, I get quiet. Like if I'm mad for real, I get quiet. and I have to process. I have to calm myself down before I have a conversation. Because if I have a conversation in the moment, it's going to be bad. So I have to step away, then come back and have a conversation, okay? Another way you can set a boundary without isolation, you can release the guilt. Release guilt. Release the guilt. You have to understand loving God doesn't mean you're supposed to tolerate abuse, okay? Loving God doesn't mean tolerating abuse. There are people, especially those that grew up in the church. Baby, the church will teach you. You love God, you're just supposed to take it. Whatever comes, just take it. Just sit back and shut up and just deal with it. Mm-mm. I almost said another word. Absolutely not. Jesus even drew boundaries. Jesus had boundaries, okay? He left crowds. He confronted Pharisees. He withdrew to pray. Y'all know he turned the tables over in the temple. Sometimes I just want to go and tear some stuff up, turn some stuff over. Okay? So you can love someone and still say no. You need to release the guilt. You do not have to cut them off completely. Just say no. Okay? Another thing you can do, you need to understand healthy relationships are cultivated, not avoided. So if you're just cutting everybody off, that's all you do is constantly cut everybody off. It's going to create a desert in your life, okay? When you set boundaries, it's going to create gardens where real connections can grow. You'll learn, you'll see. If you learn how to set boundaries and stick to them, you're going to start flourishing. There's no way. There's no way you're not going to flourish. You just have to set the boundary and stick to it. All right. This YouTube comment section is very interesting today. I'm almost done. Okay. Stay to the end because y'all know I got some affirmations. We're almost done. So, healing is learning to say, okay, I'm going to let you go this far, but I'm not going to cut you off completely. I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm going to just set the boundary. What are you? I don't know. So I'm still trying to figure out the right time to go live. And I don't know who YouTube sent my video out to today, but y'all are unwell. Not everybody in the chat, but some of y'all are unwell. Y'all are unwell. Let me just block. Y'all are unwell. Every Sunday I go to church for a 2-hour sermon. I work for 9 hours Monday through Friday. I do not know why I needed to know that, but congrats to you. Okay. So today we talked about boundaries and healing triggers without cutting everyone off. If you're ready to reset, type reset in the chat. People often have a blockade in their mind and don't do the number one thing God said. Please capitalize the G in God. Thank you for the follow on Big O. This is me taking a deep breath. This is me taking a deep breath and not allowing these trolls to get me out of character. All right, I have some affirmations for you all. Why? Because the power of life and death lies in your tongue. So repeat after me. What's up, Crystal? Repeat after me. Let me take my mic. I am not a slave to my triggers. I respond with wisdom, not wounds. I can hold boundaries without burning bridges. My past pain no longer dictates my present relationships. I release isolation and choose safe community. I trust God to send people who won't mishandle my heart. We're just going to pretend that I heard y'all. Okay, Hobbs, did something happen to you in the church? I'm not understanding because I feel like these comments just all over the place. Are you dealing with church hurt? I just did a live on that. I did a class on that in June. Well, baby, I don't know what your agenda is. I'm an inner healing coach. My goal is to help people heal the emotions, the wounds that you can't see. So all this stuff on the inside that they're battling with and dealing with, my goal is to help them heal mentally and emotionally. Now, if you or anyone else, if you're getting in my chat talking about stuff that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, what the topic is, and anyone who follows me knows how my brain works and how comments just throw me off, they distract me. I don't understand. Like, if you want to have a conversation with me, you'd have to book a session with me. And I took away my one-on-one sessions. So it's a 4 session minimum. Anyway, we're starting the Clarity Reset Challenge on this Monday, okay, September 22nd. We're starting a 7-day Clarity Reset Challenge. Now, this just happens to be Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish holiday. It's the Jewish New Year, okay? This was not planned at all. I know some of you already invested in this program. You bought it and it's just sitting there. You may have done 1 or 2 days and then you just put it down. Some of you haven't opened it at all. I'm going to walk you through it, okay? If you already purchased the Burden Bearers Detox or the Burden Release Method and you want to participate in this challenge because the challenge is free for you if you already have that, all you have to do is respond to the email I sent and send the proof of purchase. Let me know and I'll send you the link to join. If you have not invested in the Clarity Reset, I just upgraded it. You have that's needed. It's a part of the program. It's my 7-day program. You can't participate in the challenge if you don't have it. Okay, if you need it, go to the link in my bio, send me a DM. If you are on TikTok and Bigo, send me a DM saying challenge and I will send you the link so you can sign up. I'm going to go live this Sunday night. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go live this Sunday night, okay? Just to explain everything, to pray over everybody, and then it kicks off Monday. It's 7 days, the start of the new year for the church. So this is the perfect time to reset. If you're trying to release what has been weighing heavy on you, some of you, you carry everything and everybody. Some of you, you have issues with setting boundaries. Some of you, you're carrying everybody's luggage or you feel bad for saying no. We're gonna work through all of that. You're gonna be real free by the end of these 7 days. If you know that is you and you need it, click the link in the bio, send me a DM so you can sign up for the challenge. Okay, if you are someone that prefers one-on-one support, you need to apply for my breakthrough pathway. Okay, this is a one-on-one program. It's a 4 session minimum. You have 45 days. If you choose that, you have 45 days to book 4 one-on-one sessions with me. We're going to walk through breaking cycles, healing your triggers, whatever it is you need to work on. It's going to be tailored. So it's not the same plan for everybody. It's going to be tailored to whatever area of your life you need to see breakthrough. That's what we're going to focus on for 30 to 45 days, but you have to apply for that. Everybody is not accepted. Okay? If that is you, send me a DM saying one-on-one if you're interested in that. Okay? Let me see what these comments are saying. You are not certified to say the least. I don't know what that means. It does have everything to do with what you're talking about. Well, you need to do better with communicating because you sound like you're talking, baby, you all over the place. You need to work on your communication skills. This is a part of the problem I have with the R word people. You see what I'm saying? You need to work on your communication skills. You're the opposite of smart. Now let me go ahead and block you. Now you're blocked. I don't know what y'all got going on, but this is not that. Please don't let these church posts and videos you see on my page fool you. Okay? This is not that. Now, you don't need to keep running from everyone. That's the goal of this live. You do not need to keep running and cutting everybody off. You can heal, you can reset, and you can thrive. I need you to remember that. Okay? For those that are just jumping in, I'm wrapping up. But make sure you go watch the replay that's going to be available on my YouTube channel. Today we talked about how to heal our triggers without cutting everybody off. And YouTube acted a plum. YouTube is amazing. Thank you all for joining. Let me end TikTok. Exit. Again, I'm still trying to figure out the best time to come live, to go live for my audience. This week I'm trying afternoon times. Next week I'm probably gonna go back to like morning or lunchtime lives to see if it works better. Big O, thank you for sticking with me. This is my second day live on Big O. I might go live again on Big O later just because I'm trying to learn the platform. So I may do like an audio live later today just to mess around because I need to learn. But Big O, if anybody on Big O wants to join the challenge that starts Monday, send me a DM that says challenge. If you have questions or you prefer one-on-one support, send me a DM that says one-on-one. Okay? Thank you, Big O. And thank y'all. I don't know if y'all tapped the screen. I don't know how to work Big O, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really have to learn Big O. Quit. And then YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for everybody that stayed today, everybody that engaged in the comments. Shout out to the lurkers. Shout out to YouTube. That's all I'm going to say about YouTube for today. Praise the Lord. The Lord is good. YouTube, I love you. I'm just going to exit.